When my wife said those words to me, I honestly thought she was joking. We had been married for 8 years, and even though we had our ups and downs, I never imagined she would say something like that out loud. She stood in front of me with her bag packed, her eyes cold, and her voice steady. "I'm sleeping with another man tonight, don't wait for me," she repeated. It felt like my whole world collapsed in that moment. At first, I laughed nervously, waiting for her to say it was a prank or a test. But she didn't smile. She didn't even flinch. She just looked at me like I was some stranger she owed nothing to. My chest tightened and I couldn't breathe. I asked her why, what I had done wrong, what we had become. She didn't answer. She just turned and walked out the door, leaving me with silence louder than any scream. I sat on the couch for hours, staring at the door, hoping she would walk back in and tell me she made a mistake. Instead, the clock ticked away, and my phone lit up with messages from her saying not to wait, not to call, not to beg. I broke down right there, tears falling in a way I hadn't cried since I was a kid. It wasn't just betrayal. It was the death of every memory we had built together. Every trip, every late-night talk, every laugh suddenly felt poisoned. The nights stretched forever. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat. I thought about how many times I had sacrificed my happiness for hers. How many times I had chosen her dreams over mine, and now she was choosing someone else over me. The worst part wasn't just the cheating, it was the cruelty of her words. She wanted me to feel small, unwanted, disposable, and it worked. But as the sun rose the next morning, something inside me shifted. The pain was still there, raw and heavy, but there was also a strange sense of clarity. If someone could walk out so easily, then maybe they were never really mine to begin with. She came back later, not ashamed, not guilty, just indifferent. That was the final nail. I realized I couldn't live like this, chained to someone who didn't value me. So I told her to leave, not just for the night, but forever. My voice shook, my hands trembled, but I meant it. She looked surprised, like she didn't think I had the strength. But I did, because sometimes the deepest heartbreak forces you to find a version of yourself you didn't know existed. I won't lie, the pain is still there. Nights are still hard and the silence still feels heavy. But at least now I know I deserve better. I deserved someone who loved me enough to never even think of saying those words. And one day, when I'm healed, I'll find that person. For now, I'm just learning to live with the scars she left behind.